Hello everybody. Hi there. It's the day after Christmas, December 26th, 2020. We're going to talk about the debt. We're going to talk about the economic bubbles, the lack of assistance for American people, the reason why the American people need so much assistance, low interest rates, negative interest rates, and a whole lot more. Let's start off right here. This is the U.S. debt clock. We're going to get into some numbers here. But first, I just wanted to take a minute to thank everybody for supporting this channel. We're coming up on the end of the year, and it's been another great year for this channel. We're not a huge channel, but it's still way beyond what I ever expected when I started this channel. I started this channel about maybe 3.5 years ago, and I just put out a video about the housing market and how home prices were starting to get high again compared to 2008, before the housing bubble went crash. And I didn't even pay attention to it. I logged back in maybe a month after I put out the video, and it got a lot of views, and I had 1,000 subscribers. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. And the fact that we're still here every day, it amazes me. Because when you start getting into the inner workings of the banking system, when you start revealing and criticizing and pointing out the fundamental flaws in the economic system, it's not the mainstream. It's not what most people come online looking for. Most people are just looking for entertainment, cat videos and silly videos. They get a lot of views. They'll go viral. Celebrity gossip, same thing. A lot of views, goes viral. People playing video games. It amazes me. Millions and millions of views for these video game channels. All right, but that's an indicator of America overall, I think, is where Americans' heads are at. Right, most people just want to sit back and eat their food that they got out of their package, that they bought with their card, with their plastic, and they want to believe everything's fine. They want to watch TV. They don't want to really think about problems, and I understand that. Really. Who wants to think about problems? But look where that has gotten us, and look what we've allowed our leaders to do to us. As a country, as citizens, where we sit back and we watch the average member of Congress end up being a multi-millionaire for essentially doing nothing. Look what's happening. There's not even a $600 stimulus check that they could get for the American population, or the portion of the population that really needs it. And the really sad part is $600 is not going to do much. It's going to barely scrape up a partial month's rent in most U.S. cities. And people are going to be right back begging for another check next week, next month. All right, so it continues to amaze me as we kind of sit back and just evaluate this entire economic situation. And it's likely going to get a lot worse before it gets better. I don't think we've seen anything yet as far as the numbers of people that are just destitute and dependent on handouts and payouts, food lines. We're going to see skyrocketing levels of dependence, and that's going to put further pressure on the people that work, because the people that work, they are going to be told that they're the ones that need to pay for all this spending. So you with the job, we need to take more out of your paycheck to pay for all these other people that don't have jobs, because they're going to tell you that money's scarce, we can't create it out of nothing. We need to take bigger and bigger chunks of your paycheck. And people will just believe it. Yeah, the money comes from us, the working people. We have to pay for everything. They don't create it out of nothing in unlimited amounts. Where's my potato chips? And where's my cigarettes, Right, I would say that's 99% of the American people. Not that everybody smokes, but people are worried about other things. Besides the deep, dark hole that we are in as a country. Now, we've been viewing this debt clock here for the last few minutes as we've been discussing the problems here with our financial system, with the way that it's being ran. And we can see that the U.S. essentially racks up billions of dollars of new debt each day, billions in new spending. And I think it should be a big wake-up call to people that we can't even get a $600 stimulus check for the people that need it. All right, so maybe this pain, maybe this period of uncertainty will wake some people up and have people scratching their head and looking into this information and asking questions, kind of like we do here, nearly every day on this channel. But let's just look at the last business day here, the day before Christmas, or the day before Christmas Eve, rather. We didn't get the Christmas Eve numbers. But the spending on December 23rd of this year, just a few days ago, for that day was $39.2 billion. $39.2 billion. Now think about, we hear billions and we hear trillions, and a lot of times it's just digits on a screen. That's all it is as far as money is concerned. But just thinking about the enormity of that number, a billion, I don't think most people actually get the concept of how much money that really is. So I tweeted out something recently that puts the number 1 billion into perspective. And this is just 1 billion. Keep in mind, we spent over 30 billion just in the past day. The U.S. government spends billions every day. Let's put that into perspective. A billion. Seconds ago, it was 1959. This is just 1 billion. A billion minutes ago, Jesus was alive. A billion hours ago, our ancestors were living in the Stone Age. A billion days ago, no one walked on earth on 2 feet. Of course, the atheists, they're going to give me a hard time here with the second bullet point, the second example, that a million minutes ago was when Jesus was alive. But you get the concept. So just the number a billion is an enormous number that most of us can't even put into perspective. I hope this chart kind of helps as to the enormity of that number. But you get to multi-billions, you get to multi-trillions, and we know this is a hole that the United States can never dig ourselves out of. So it's only a matter of time before, one, something breaks and we see complete collapse. Two, we transition into something different. Maybe it'll be the great monetary reset as being pushed out there from a lot of the global elites. Will it be something that's going to give us more sovereignty and less top-down control? There's a small segment of the population that says that. But either way, I think that we should prepare for a worst-case scenario. I am not counting out a complete economic collapse. I think we're already in an economic collapse. All right, just imagine yourself being trapped down in a 100-foot hole, and you're not buried under the dirt yet, but dirt is falling in, it's caving in on you. And it seems like that's where the country's at right now, if you ask me. But in the meantime, the bubbles continue to be propped up with the infinite lending. Another new record in interest rates. Mortgage rates sank to 2.66%. And that's a new low. And take a look at the look on this news anchor's face here, where I paused it. That's pretty scary. And I think the economy, the economic system is scary. And I just hope it doesn't get much worse. But I think some bad things are on the horizon. Millions of people are about ready to lose their unemployment benefits at the end of the year unless we get new extensions. Foreclosures, devastation, broken people, food lines even worse than what they already are. This country needs a miracle, folks. Stay well, stay safe, stay prepared. Hope to talk to you again soon. Bye for now, everybody.